Welcome to Healing Fire. We made it. It's the end of the week. Thank you for joining. Before I forget everything on this, what will be a video, now is alive, is for entertainment and spiritual purposes only, as is scrolling right along the bottom there. Thank you for joining. Great to see you all. Thanks for hanging out on a Friday evening. I just got home from work and sat down and I'm here. I did have time, of course, to make a cup of coffee. So cheers. What are you drinking tonight? Probably not coffee because you're probably smarter than I am. Hey, Maureen. Hi, Artist 179. Message 8115. Mangled Unicorn, thank you so much for being a moderator. And yes, please hit the like, the share for any other crazy people that you might know that might like this. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And would also, if you would like to be a member, there are 3 different options for that. The 3rd level of membership gets you discounts on readings as well. So talk a little bit more about that later, but please check that out. So, hey, let's see. Oh my goodness. Yay, we made it. All right, I'm going to take a big old gulp of this. Here. She needed a hero, so that's what she became. That's my mood tonight. For those of you that don't know, I have an extensive coffee cup collection. Apparently, I don't know how this happened, to be perfectly honest. People just started giving me mugs. And then I also have bought a few of them, but for some reason it was a thing. Everybody started giving me mugs, and but they're all really cute and they're all very relevant. So I tend to pick them out based on my mood. I think everybody just knows that I like my coffee. So Maureen, also drinking coffee. Good for you. Cheers. Cheers. What does your mug say? Or does it say anything? Let me know what your mug says. Maureen hopes baby Peanut is doing well. He is doing very well. If you haven't seen, I posted a picture of me holding him for the first time the other day. And it was just absolutely precious. I cried. He made me cry. So it was amazing. He's doing so well. He's off all tubes. He's off CPAP. He's off oxygen. He still has a little feeding tube because he's not finishing full servings yet. But what he doesn't finish, they give him in his little feeding tube. But he's doing amazingly well. And we're hoping he'll be home for Christmas. So yay, very exciting. Maureen has a snowman mug. I love snowmen. They're so many cute snowman things. Great time of year for that. Speaking of, does anybody have snow? I don't know where everybody lives. So does anybody have snow right now? We don't. I live in the Pacific Northwest. We might get snow maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and it lasts for like a day or 2, and everybody freaks out and the whole city shuts down and, you know, all of that because they don't know what to do. But currently we're in the beginning of rainy season, and all the transplants from the desert states absolutely freak out when the rain hits. And so that's fun too. Cat Mom, no snow here in Miami Beach. Well, yeah, it's probably warm there. What is it, in the 70s? Snow in Colorado. Hey, Angel. We got 5 to 6 in the other day. Nice. I love snow personally. I am a snow fan. I know how to drive in it, however. I don't like that other people don't know how to drive in it. Although I will say, at least where I live, it's very wet snow, and we're not super cold here. And so what tends to happen is it'll snow and then it warms up during the day and melts, and then it freezes at night and turns into an ice rink. We do have our high desert, like in cities like Bend is a good example where Mount Bachelor is. And it's very dry, light, fluffy snow, amazing to go skiing in, but it's also very easy to drive in. But when you get into like where I live, in the Portland area, it's usually not fun, and people often have no idea how to drive in it, and nor do they have the cars or the tires to do so. So that adds to the excitement. But yeah, usually, a couple times a year it'll snow here, but it's not typically that big of a deal. Although I have a great story, crazy story, but such is my life. And I don't remember what year it was in. It was early 2000s, like 2009. I don't know. Anyway, somewhere around there. I absolutely love snow. And I was on a business trip that took me down to Texas. And while I was gone, because we don't ever really get a lot of snow here, and I absolutely love snow, my now ex, which should explain a lot in this story, it absolutely dumped. We got like a foot of snow or something, and no exaggeration. And shut down the airport, shut down everything. I was trying to get back. He was elated. He's like, ha ha, we got snow and you're not here. That's the kind of person he was, hence the ex. Anyway, I was trying to get back, and I had a layover in Vegas, and they're like, yeah, and it was at Christmas time, and they're like, yeah, airport shut down. You're probably not getting home until after Christmas. And at the time, my two children were smaller, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work for me. I need to get home. And they're like, well, we don't know what to tell you. So the guy next to me, who was also trying to get home to his kids, and I hadn't gotten the Santa things yet. Those are like the last thing I do, and I get all that together and get the stockings together and all that. And of course, my now ex certainly wouldn't want to do that. That's not in his wheelhouse, apparently. So, anywho, it was 2 days before Christmas. It's like 3 days before Christmas. Anyway, so the guy in front of me in the line, he's like, hey, you trying to get home to your kids? And I said, yeah. He's like, want to rent a car? I'm like, why, yes, I do. He's like, cool. I don't really know how to drive in snow though, because we had to go over a couple of mountain passes. And I'm like, that's cool. I totally know how to drive in snow. He's like, really? And I said, yeah. He's like, great. He goes, I'll put the chains on. I'm like, solid. Let's go. And so we didn't know each other, but we were going to the same place, just trying to get home. We did we rented a car, did a straight trip from Vegas into Portland in exactly 24 hours through all of the mountain passes and everything. And we just tag teamed, like when we'd fill up with gas fill up the gas or whatever, we'd like switch positions unless it got snowy. And then I would take over, going over the mountain passes, all of that. And we made it home, and it was like, of course I got there, and I'm to the ex. I'm like, did you get anything for stockings? Well, no. Why would I do that? So we called it our white trash Christmas, because all we had time for was like to run to like Plaid Pantry or something and get a whole bunch of candy to throw in the stockings. We didn't have anything else. Even the kids were like, what happened? So that's my story, Christmas. So yeah, I'm nuts. And my ex is like, I thought that was a coworker. I'm like, no. He goes, you didn't know him? I said, no. He's like, what if something happened? I'm like, I'm a big girl. I could just sit on him and squish him. And he was like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm crazy. Okay. Let's see. Cat Mom, I love and miss snow. I adore when I watch put out in the snow. I can hear it crunching. Oh, I love the crunch of snow. It's so great. If you don't know how to drive in serious rain, get off the freaking roads. That's how I feel about Oregon, too. I'm sorry. I just got an emergency call from my son. Let me just make sure everything is okay. 1 second. Apologies. Usually they don't call me unless there's an issue. So hopefully I don't have to end this early. Anywho, hey, so did you hear the Supreme Court is taking the case to end birthright citizenship? So if you were born here, you're a citizen, even if your parents are not citizens, right? F-45 and that administration has gone through the lower courts. It's always been rejected, thrown out. Somehow it made its way to the Supreme Court. Not sure how, because there's no argument. Every judge who's ever looked at it said no, not a thing. But yet somehow the Supreme Court gets a hold of it and they're willing to look at the case. They haven't looked at it yet. It's on the docket for sometime this next year. But that's not a good sign. Well, we know it doesn't apply to any of the Trumps. So we know that's a thing. So Edward. Hi, Edward. How you doing? Okay. I guess the kid is okay. Apparently. I'm on a live. He's like, okay, no problem. Okay. Anywho, yeah, if only. Edward, stop trying to sneak and go live without me. Hi, Jackie. Welcome. Jackie and I are going to be collaborating soon, I think. We did on the slumber party last week. We joined Sherry. I did just kind of at the very end because I wasn't home and it was a spontaneous thing. And then tomorrow, Jackie is joining Sherry for a whole episode, a whole show. And Jackie and I may be collaborating on our own, but we have to talk about details. But super fun. Edward, Jackie. And Edward, I made an announcement. I didn't do the thumbnail until just before the live because I got this wild hair. My schedule, depending on what's going on with the baby and I never really know what my schedule is going to be. So it's like, okay, I'm going to be home tonight. I can do a live. And so I announced it and I put it in the post, but I hadn't done a thumbnail until like just before we went live. So yeah, here. Jackie Jan, Edward, Cat Mom, Mango the Unicorn. You're so great. Saying hi to everybody. Jackie Jan, keep Sherry awake so I can take the night off. Yes, poor Sherry. Bless her heart. She does her slumber parties and she gets so tired at the end. When I get my channel up, Sherry offered to do a live. Very good. Yeah. Hey, when you get your channel up, hit me up. Let me know. Okay. So, all right. What have we not covered in my book of things? We're making progress. Oh yeah, we did another boat strike today, adding to the list of murders that they're going to be eventually held responsible for. Yeah. Let's see. I kind of covered that on another one. Like there's some things I've covered on some things and not on other things. And it's like, do I cover it again or not? How do you guys feel about the NBC is now MS Now? How do you guys feel about that? Which apparently stands for My Source for News. That's lame. It's a forced rebrand. Comcast apparently cobbled together its cable assets and spun them into a new public company called Versant, I think. So they're hoping to compete with independent competitors. So that should tell you something. The cable news and regular news, they're starting to realize that the independent podcasts and news sources, people are listening to them more. And so you're going to see them put out more thumbnails and more shorts and trying to get to do what the independents do to get out news information. I find that very curious. They're supposed to reinvest profits back into it or acquire other more promising outlets. They're planning on launching more original limited audio series as well as explainer series and pursue more YouTube investments in shorts and simulcast coverage. That's their goal. Good for them. Cross off. So what do you guys want me to read on? Oh yeah, he fired the ballroom contractor. My theory is that the contractor was pushing him to pay at least a deposit, and F45 doesn't pay anything, and they probably gotten a little tete-a-tete, and Trump's like, "You're fired. I'll find somebody else," and he wants it built before he leaves office. I don't think it'd be built that quickly, son. Grandpa Don, Dozing Don, Dementia Don. I don't think it can be built that quick there, buddy. Yeah, I don't like the new name either. It's weird. It's like they're trying too hard. But they had to pick a name, I think, and they wanted the MS in it. I don't know. To contact me for service. Thank you, Mangled Unicorn, for all you do. You're very good. So, okay. So if you haven't yet booked your reading and you've been wanting to, please send me an email. I have a couple spots open in December, and I'm booking in January. You can also purchase gifts for your loved ones as well. So I'm going to do a BOGO for the remaining spots I have left. First come, first serve for December. If they book in December or January, I'll do a BOGO. So if you buy it by the end of December to be held by the end of January is where I'm going with that. So you can buy one for yourself and buy one for somebody else to be used by the end of January. Then please let me know and email me with details. And don't tell me anything here because I won't. Once the live goes away, all the chat goes away, so I won't see it. So please email me if you're interested in that. For those that are newer to the channel, it's been a while since I've explained what I do in a reading, but I'm going to cover that. So first thing I do is I actually tap into your energy, and I do a crystal grid reading. For those of you who don't know what that is, perfectly understandable because I don't know anybody else who does it. Actually, it's kind of just my own thing. The crystals talk to me much like the tarot cards do. I tap into you and I feel where your blocks are, and then I pull out my little a bowl of crystals, and then I have a whole bunch more that are actually behind me that speak to me on where they want to be placed on my crystal grid. And based on which crystals talk to me and where they want to be placed, that kind of tells me a story of where some energetic healing might need to be. And typically it's like an intuitive blend of what I'm picking up on where your blocks are, plus what spirit is saying. And so we talk about that when we connect. And then I do a Celtic tarot spread, and then I let you ask whatever you want to ask, yes, no questions of my dowsing rods. And then when we're done with that, I do distance Reiki healing. So all of that is covered in a session with me. The Reiki is optional. Not everybody wants the Reiki. That is fine. So I have details. Email me if you want details, and I can give you all the deets. But that is what a reading from me consists of. So there's actually several layers deep on it. I am a healer / teacher. So my guides very much speak to me when it comes to the healing aspect of things. So if you're interested, let me know. I would love to work with you. Keith Edwards posted the new architect's phone number. They turned off their phone system. 1.7 stars. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. The only ones that agreed to do business with F45 because of his reputation of literally not paying anyone. Please remember to thumbs up. Maureen, his coffin will be built before the ballroom. Yeah. So Jack Smith, he tried to, so he's going in for, in front of the committees and all of that. He wanted it to be a public affair, but the Republicans refused because I'm sure they know what he's going to say. So, and they're working on following the money. Yeah, they are. My Senator Merkley is pushing on that. Yes. Let's see. Oh, crypto is tied. The F45 crypto is tied to his hotel project in the Maldives. That's shocking. And this was funny. EV sales are booming in South Africa, but they're not Teslas. So completely without Tesla, EV sales are booming in South Africa, which I find comical. This is a little bit of old news, but you might not have heard about it. F45 wanted to sue the BBC for editing his speech or something. Anyway, they refused. Their comment was, well, he is a litigious fellow, so we will be prepared for anything. I'm like, that's so British. And what they did is they just apologized to him, but they refused to pay. F45 designated 4 Antifa groups in Europe. Not your jurisdiction, dude. He labeled them as terrorist organizations in Germany, Italy, and 2 in Greece, apparently. All groups opposed Project 2025. Yeah, so because they opposed Project 2025, they are a terrorist group, according to F45. Good to know. Bet he can't stay awake. Dozing Dawn. I don't know what the latest is. I need to look into that. He sued California because he's trying to block the mask ban for ICE agents. I don't know what the latest is for that. Maybe I'll look into that. About that. I thought this was interesting, especially considering the Pope is not pro ICE or pro F-45. And yet, a Jesuit school, a Catholic church in Worcester, Massachusetts, the College of Holy Cross, Worcester, Massachusetts College of Holy Cross. Oh, that's a lot for me to say. They were holding ICE recruitment events by Homeland Security. Ironic, since ICE is rounding up Latinos who are mostly Catholic. There's some things that don't make sense to me in this world. Like, are they trying to just hit themselves in the head? Like, what are they doing? This is stupid. So they're supporting their own ethnic cleansing, basically. And Tom Homan claims to be Catholic, and he's the ICE czar. Huh. Although months ago, I guess there were calls for Homan to be excommunicated. The Pope has called for deep reflection on how the U.S. is treating immigrants and migrants. The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops are opposed to ICE, and yet they are holding recruitment events in their churches and schools in Massachusetts, apparently. Okay. So that's a few things. Let me scroll back. Cat Mom, will Epstein financials that hit the House be the real scandal? I mean, definitely, it's one of them. Yeah. There are so many scandals with this administration, like alphabetically or numerically. I mean, they're never ending. This will take, to get through everything that they've done illegally, and to get through like all the ICE people, all the immigration, all the grifts, the selling of documents, the election interference, the Epstein files, the murders on the high seas, everything that this administration has done. It's probably going to take a decade to get everything sorted out. There's so much that is wrong that, yeah, it'll be one of the things. Keith Edwards, I like him, posted the new architect's phone number. Okay, I already read that. Okay, good. Keith Edwards is a total gem. He is. I like him. Edward wants everybody to go fund him. I don't think that's what you meant, but I found it funny. And I'm sure you probably wouldn't mind. You're trying to buy a house after all. Well, Epstein financials that hit the House be real good. Okay, that's you're asking that again. A lot of powerful people quaking in their boots. I can't wait to see. Oh yeah. Now, we've been saying for a while that all rats leave a sinking ship. You're starting to see it happen. They're all turning on each other, and there's more reports of ketchup throwing and yelling coming from the White House, and his voice is gone because he's yelling at people. And Cat Mom, sure, you can excommunicate anybody you want. The Catholic Church gave sanctuary to Nazis during World War II. You're not wrong. So it doesn't surprise me. They also responsible for the Crusades, responsible for the Inquisition, responsible for the Native American genocide, and the schools that were torture chambers for, and yeah. There's a whole lot of history there. This is coming from somebody who was raised Catholic and worked in a Catholic school. Yes, I did. I've learned a lot since then. I know what you mean, Cat Mom, and yes, it will. Following the money absolutely will, but it's not going to be the only thing. Yes, it will. Hi, Skyfire. It is Friday. I lose track of my days too. I think I just saw something that he fired Hedgehog. I was watching the video, and then I saw that you were that I am alive. Am I? I could be a ghost. You never know. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? If I crossed over and still had YouTube as a ghost, oh, that would be marvelous. I would love that. Oh, if that could be a thing, I will totally do it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Cat mom, though. Without taking my word for it, I will still ask the dowsing rods. So, okay. Hi guys. How you doing? You're doing good. Okay. Cat mom would like to know, will the Epstein financials that hit the house be a big scandal? Yes, they will. Will it be a primary thing that will help take that down the regime? Yes. Will it be one of many things that will take them down? Yes. So, just validation for you. Okay. Oh my gosh. So, the whole boat thing, I haven't read on that in a while, actually. Talked about it, but I haven't read on it. Let's see how, you're welcome. Let's see how the energy of the Murders on the High Seas. Is that a, I mean, that's such a Hollywood title, right? Isn't that, it's a movie and a book, isn't it? Murder on the High Seas, something like that. Let's see what the energy of that is. Energy of crimes against humanity. Because the ICC can't do anything because we're not members. So it has to either go through the United Nations or ideally through our Congress. So until Congress decides they want to hold people accountable, kind of hosed. But there are going to be a lot of retirements. And those vacancies need to be filled. So I think we're going to have big changes even before the midterms, personally. Yeah, I heard that Skyfire, that one of the people on the boat that died, that his wife is suing. Yep, I heard that. And I think she'll win too. Agatha Christie novel. I think it was a book and a movie, Murder on the High Seas. But that's totally what is happening. Because they're fishermen, not drug runners. They have an outboard motor that cannot go the distance, nor are they carrying their small boats. They're not possibly carrying, even if they did have drugs on them, not enough to matter. To travel that distance, you'd want an inboard motor, and you'd want a boat a whole lot more secure than what that was. Those are fishing vessels. I was raised around boats. We were a boating family. Those are not drug running boats. Not that I know what not that I was raised around a drug running boat, but those are not them. Those are fishing boats. Okay. What's the energy of that? And then I'll do card spread, maybe on the financials there. Let's see. I don't know what they're trying to get to. Trying to get to something. Come on, fishing vessels. What's the energy for the fishing vessel? The murder. And the government and exit. Wow. Well, there are agreements and partnerships in this whole debacle. They think they have a plan. They're like, okay, this is what's going on, but it's basically I'll throw you under the bus, who throw you under the bus, who'll throw you under the bus. It's like it's just gonna, they think it's gonna roll downhill, but I think it's gonna actually roll uphill. But there are a lot of agreements in place of just how this is gonna work out. Two of Cups crossed by King of Wands. So in this case, this is F45 and Keg's Breath doing the wands are plans. And this is the king. And this guy is always one that absolutely challenges you. So wands are fire and they're plans, and fire is action. And this guy, see how he's leaning forward? He's like, oh yeah, bring it. Right? So they think they've got a good plan. They think they've got the partnerships in place and this is how we're going to do it. And they won't be able to get us and it'll get all hung up in court and it won't, it'll get to the Supreme Court and we'll be fine. They think they have a big plan in place and the partnerships and agreements in place. But the people and those looking into it are going to be handed an opportunity that they're going to be able to start to hold people accountable. There's more information that's going to come out. They're going to be given tidbits from military people, from people who know more information, and family members, etc., countries, things like that. There's going to be opportunities presented to those that would hold them accountable on this emotionally charged subject matter, that they'll be able to take that opportunity and do something with it. And when they do, they'll be able to take it and run. This is the Chariot. So good versus evil. The Chariot's usually a fast-moving card. This is in the past position. This is the foundation. So once the opportunities hit, they're going to basically take it and run, and it's going to cause a lot of conflict. It's going to cause a lot of conflict. Again, all rats leave a sinking ship and they start turning on each other. There's no honor among thieves, and they're all thieves, every single one of them. And they're all going to turn on each other, and they're all going to blame each other, and they're all going to start infighting. Whoever is going to lead this charge, literally charging them, whatever group or investigation or committee or, whoever that is, they've got the truth on their side because of the information coming out and the opportunities being given to be able to present that information. This King of Swords here, you see, he's not concerned at all, and he's holding the sword. The sword is The Ace of Swords is sword of truth. I think all swords have an element of truth to them. They're also, they embody intelligence and words and truth and agreements and all those things. This king is not concerned because he has the truth on his side. And this is what's coming in the future. Internally, F45 and Keg's Breath believe that they are untouchable. They honestly believe they are untouchable. They're like, what? What are you going to do? So what? There are a lot of untimely dirt naps that have happened around F45. You wonder how he has the control over people he does? Is because they all know that he has connections, and he's had connections since his mob boss father. And he still holds these connections. The untimely passing of many people who have threatened to cross him or threatened to sue him or threatened to testify, they tend to disappear. Bad things happen out of first story window, etc. Right? They think they are untouchable. They think they have everything. Nobody's going to come after them. Big deal. What are you going to do? So what? So I got rid of a couple fishermen. Who cares? That's his mindset. Externally, death by 1,000 cuts there, sunshine. It's not going to work. This it's not going to work out well for you. And even if F45 takes the dirt nap, guess what, Keg's Breath? You can be held liable. And you will be held liable. Also, the mega military, if you went along with this knowingly and knowing that it was illegal, you too will be held accountable. You received your warning that said, do not follow illegal orders. Absolutely follow legal orders. Do not follow illegal orders. You too will be held accountable. That was your warning. The shot across the bow, so to speak. Hopes and fears that the people starting to look into this. This is the new plan. New things developing. The page is something new. Wands, plans, fire, action. That the people starting to look into this, the hopes and fears. The hope is that, there's going to be some justice. The fear is they're going to get away with it once again. But the final outcome, Knight of Swords. Again, this is my American Eagle. Often pops up when you're talking about F45 and his knack for not following the law, allegedly for entertainment, spiritual purposes only. This is the Knight. Knight is an action card. Just look at him. He's getting ready to leap off the cliff, and you got the American Eagle flying off. What's coming forth? This is the final outcome. The truth will set you free and is going to leap off that cliff. Once it does, there's no turning back. So good news. Good news for us, for the people with a soul. Good news is, things are going to start rocking and rolling with in regards to the murders on the high seas, allegedly for entertainment, spiritual purposes only. The drunkard and Dementia Dawn are hatching a plan that should work out well. Yeah. Yeah. What could go wrong? I can't imagine. You want unserious people like faux entertainment, I will not call it news, then you make an entire cabinet of faux entertainment former employees, and you have an unserious administration full of ridiculousness. Mangled unicorn, slap that like it's choking on a chicken bone. That's amazing. Thank you. All right, let's do a reading on for a cat mom. You wanted to know about follow the money. How's that going to work out? Let's find out. Follow the money. My Senator Wyden, was really pushing for that. He's the one leading the charge on that, I believe. And Senator Merkley is also in that too, also from my state. So they are pushing for the information and the money trail. And there are others that are too. I just don't know who they are, but I do know that mine are. So that's, so it's only because I know mine that I know what's going on. Cheers. Okay. Thank you to those of you that since the beginning of my channel's days have sent gifts and bought me a coffee or donations or on the links. I have Venmo links and a couple others that are in the description, but also have sent Amazon gifts. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Helps keep the lights on and keeps the channel going. And I really, really, really appreciate you. So thank you very much for that. All links are in the description. I've gotten some really wonderful, wonderful things, and your generosity. I cannot talk. I need more coffee. Generosity is not gone unnoticed, and I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, Cat Mom wants to follow the money trail. What's that going to look like? What's the energy of the cards? Money trail. Also, Peaceful Nick and I are going to be doing another collaboration, I think, on the 16th. So watch for that. And I believe we're going to start doing regular things. Come the new year too. We'll do a regular collaboration together. So that'll be cool. She and I have a lot of fun together. Okay. This is her birthday weekend. So if you follow her channel, send her a happy birthday. And she just got certified as an evidential medium, which took almost a year to do. So congratulations. That is not an easy task. So she is legit and the real deal and certified as an evidential medium. Okay. What am I doing? Follow the money trail. Follow the money trail. Ooh. Focused in on that, and I saw a snake doing this when I focused in on that energy. Money trail for the Epstein files. Ooh. So there are a lot of unsettled spirits that have crossed over that Epstein has affected that are making sure that things get found out. It's got like a whole group of them just showed up and goes, "Yep, we're here. We're Like there's like 4 of them that just, yep. There's like 3 female energies and a male energy, all young. Okay. Financial trail. Blackmail. Oh my gosh. His records go lots of blackmail. Lots, like all over the world. Lots and lots and lots of information. Lots and lots of blackmail. Dude has so much information. You have no idea. No idea. This isn't just about, and I don't mean just, but it's not just the girls, but it's like globally. He was involved in so many things, not just the the girls and boys, not just the children, but other things, and big time, and lots of blackmail, allegedly for entertainment and spiritual purposes only. Okay, follow the money trail. Okay. What is the energy? What is the energy? We done or not? Done or not? Oh my God, you hear my dog go crazy. My son must be home. Okay. Ha! Wow, you guys. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Hold on, I need some coffee for this. Oh, hey, Rosie. You fell asleep watching Linda G and Nick. I was watching them too. That's funny. Maureen, Epstein was a master of blackmail. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, curious, because I was asking about the financial trail that they're following, right? So the Fool comes up, new beginnings, crossing that, the thieves. So starting to look into all the thieves, and the resources, how they dealt with their money, and the pentacles, being all the money. I don't know if you can see on here. He's got his little treasure chest there. So that's the thieves, like hoarding their money and keeping it all to themselves, and like what they did with it. And so totally, this is the foundation. Moving into the past. Get this. The Emperor. Moving into the past. The Emperor. Crowning this whole thing. Again, the Knight of Swords. Getting ready to leap off the cliff with the truth. And the American Eagle flying around him. Coming into the future with this whole thing is a big holy crap moment. You're trying to juggle everything amongst all the chaos. And I think this is not necessarily F-45 and the regime going, oh, how do we do this? I think they're uncovering so much chaos and so much darkness. It's like, where do we begin? Like, how do we, what do we let people know, and what do we just not? Because there's so much. We're not going to know everything. There's so much, and they're just like, okay, what do we release? What do we not? Home, I think that's what this is. And current situation, Five of Swords, moving on from the chaos. Like they're trying to pick up the swords of just, there's such a wave of destruction that is Epstein and F-45 and Putin. They all collaborated, and Saudi, on so many things, so many countries. Oh my God, they're all just starting to pop into my head. So many countries, all the big bads. They have dirt napped so many people. There's so much blackmail. There's so much chaos. It's like, where do we even begin in this river of destruction? Honest to God. They're currently looking into this information going, we've got to pick some stuff up and move forward. We got where do we begin? Okay, trying to put together there's there's all this going on. What are the bits and pieces? What are the different pieces of truth we're going to move forward with? That's what this is. What are we going to move forward with amongst this complete freaking chaos? External influence, Six of Cups. This is remembering better times. What I'm feeling from my guides on this one is that it's more, there's a lot of chaos and a lot of destruction. What they're going to try to stay focused on is the childhood that was stolen and lost from all of these children. What was robbed from them? Even though this goes way, way deeper and bigger than people can possibly imagine, that's going to be the focus of the bits and pieces that they decide to move forward with, because that's what the people know about, and they'll just keep the rest of it tucked away, basically. Hopes and fears. I mean, this is your extreme disappointment. Those people that are going to get busted with this, yeah, they're going to be very disappointed and emotionally distraught. So are their families, so are their wives, so are their children, so, companies they work for, the investors, etc. But also it's again a complete river of chaos of where do we begin? That they're kind of upset they can't bring it all forward because they'll all be dead. It's like it's going to take way too much time. So what do? But people are going to get caught, and they're going to be very disappointed that they got caught. Do not mistake people when they say, I'm so sorry, I feel so bad that I was associated with him or this or that. No, they are sorry they got caught. They aren't sorry that they were doing business to begin with, or associating with him to begin with, or participating in whatever variety of grossness that they decided to. They're sorry they got caught. That's what they're sorry for. Final outcome. Page of Pentacles. Again, this is new energy. Pages are always new energy. This is going to be the beginning of lawsuits galore. And I mean, again, how many paths can we go down that we would still be alive to see it through? What kind of chaos are we, what do we juggle amongst the chaos? This is going to be the beginning of many, many legal battles and laws and things moving forward. So that's Page of Pentacles. That is the final outcome. So yeah, Cat Mom, 100%. It's going to cause some nasties. Big time. Is that Billy Ray Cyrus on there? So much evil. You are not wrong. That card, that's a hell of a mane. Which one? Check it on this one? Or this one? I mean, they're all kind of long hair, a little bit. These are the two that have the longer hair. Not sure. Are the Kushners and BB involved? Ooh, swords. I mean, not that long. It's kind of maybe touching his shoulders for her to stand up straight. Wow. Yes, BB is Jared's godfather. Yes, only we don't have godparents in Judaism, so it's always been so off for me. Well, yeah, the godparent thing is, it used to be you're the godparent, so if I die, then you take over being a parent for my child. But now it's more like spiritual thing instead of you're going to have, because people live longer now, right? So usually it's like, oh, the grandparents or the family members or whatever, I don't know. So it's not always you're going to be the watcher of my children. It's usually just kind of a symbolic spiritual thing, so, or religious thing rather. So Anyway, whatevs. And usually people just use their best friends as, hey, we be the godparent nowadays. And then, in 10 years, they're not speaking anymore. So it becomes irrelevant there too. Yeah, I just don't have them. Yeah, I know. I get it because it's not a thing. I understand. Okay. Kushners and BB involved. God, I hope the Kushners aren't. That would be. Oh, no. Sorry, I was thinking of a different. Yeah, my brain went somewhere else. Sorry. Kushners and BB involved. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know. With F40 with Epstein stuff. Are the Kushners involved with the Epstein stuff? Yes. Is BB involved with the Epstein stuff? Yes. According to Dowsing Rods, yes. Most of the CEOs of banking institutions are up to their necks in this, and I cannot understand the disgusting behavior from them. It literally turns my stomach. I don't know. I don't know why people are godfathers. I don't know. I don't know why they made that decision. Yeah, and I noticed like recently Chase is starting to walk back because they're totally like neck deep in this and involved in so much stuff. And now they're like, oh, we regret our relationship. Mm-hmm. Oh, and here's some records. Please don't take our banking license. I mean, can you imagine? Chase is so guilty. Yeah. Anywho, okay. It has been, that's what I meant, JP Morgan Chase. That's where I was going with that. Okay, anybody have, it's been an hour, so I will entertain a couple of 3 cards or oracles from a couple of you. Not going to go into another 2.5 hour live thing though and answer everybody. So first come, first serve. If you would like a 3 card pull or an oracle draw, let me know, and I will entertain a few of you for that. So put it in there and let me know which one you want. Oh, 100% banks are in it for greed. That's what they do. Angel, let's go for 3 hours. I am happy to plan an event to do that. Maybe on New Year's. Wouldn't that be fun? We should do a New Year's thing. Would you guys want to do like a New Year's live? I obviously have no life. Clearly. Okay. Mangled Unicorn, you want an oracle. Do you have a preference on which oracle, or do you want me to just pick one? I'll just pick one. Let's see. Oracle. Mangled Unicorn. I will do Akashic Truth for you. Maureen, you like the New Year's idea. Cool. Oh, Cat Mom likes New Year's. Okay. All right. Let me see. We can celebrate the New Year. Oh, because East Coast is 3 hours ahead. And so I can do a whole like Sherry slumber party thing and go. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. That's really long. Because if I go until it's midnight here, it'd be 3 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm not sure how that would work. I'll have to think about that. Anywho, we'll see. Let me figure it out. Okay. Mangled Unicorn, Oracle card. Mangled Unicorn, Oracle card. Ouch. I think I'm getting arthritis in my hands and they're starting to hurt. It's making it difficult to shuffle sometimes. Okay. I'm falling apart, I tell you. Mangled Unicorn, you get protect. I will read it. It says, you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. Yes, thank you very much. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Protect your energy, Mangled Unicorn. That's kind of a groovy picture. I like that. It's like goddess warrior thing. I like it. Here you go. Protect your energy. Okay. Let's see. Artist 179, 3-card pull. You got it. Boop. Put these back. Okay. 3-card pull. Artist 179. Please like, share, subscribe. Consider joining membership. Consider purchasing a reading. Buy one, get one free if you purchase by the end of this month. Hopefully to be held by the end of January. And also, if you'd like to donate or buy me a coffee or buy some items out of the Amazon list, all of that information is in the description. So thank you. Appreciate you all. Okay. 3-card pull, Artist 179. Do you have a cat? Artist 179. I'm seeing like a wrench or a key. I'm not sure which. And a cat. Does that make any sense to you whatsoever? I don't know why, but that's just what's showing up for me for some reason. Poncho. Oh, that was my mom's cat's name, Poncho. Did Poncho live like outside, kind of? Like in the garage or something? I was like, why would I see a key and or a wrench? I can't decide which it is or if it's both. I think Poncho's saying hello. Anyway, is he fluffy? 179. Inside cat. What would the wrench or the key be? I was just trying to think. Maybe he lived in the garage. That was just me trying to figure it out. I wonder what the wrench and the key are. That's so weird. I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what. Okay, anyway, I'll focus on this. Why is that card showing up with everything? That's so weird. Very curious. So the 9 of Cups, so which indicates that life is good, as far as that goes. But the Knight of Swords came up again. It seems it's been in every reading tonight. So there's some truth action at play. Now this can also be words and intelligence. And then the Queen of Cups, which indicates secrets. What you got cooking? Oh, he was the key to your heart. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Did you used to say that, or have you said that about him? No, I think that's it. I think it's that he was the key to your heart and he knows it, and that's his acknowledging you. Oh, well, there he goes. He's saying hello. Okay. I'm a little confused. He was a survivor like me. Oh, that's how I felt about my dachshund. And I still get teary when he and I went through a lot, and I mean a lot together. Literally, like you can't even imagine. And yeah, when he went, it was like, oh, it still breaks my heart. He was my buddy, my little dachshund. So, anywho, I'm getting to feel like there's life is good, but there's some secrets, something that like you're up to something. Are you trying to put together a contract or something that involves you thinking things through, or intelligence, or like something you're getting ready to do and you're kind of keeping it close to your chest? Yeah, thanks, Cat Mom. Anyway, that's almost what it seems like. Like life is good, but there's some things like you don't share everything. You keep things that are kind of close to your chest, but you're a truth warrior too. Like but overall, I feel like things are going okay for you. The queen also is a nurturer. She takes care of everything everybody she loves, her family, her world, all of that. But this one, she doesn't necessarily tell everybody everything. Oh, you're working on a book. Oh, that makes total sense because this is words. Yes, words and intelligence and yeah, things that, so swords are air, and air is everything that you don't necessarily grasp onto. So that's why it's like words, contracts, can be, even though you can hold a contract, it's still like the words in the contract. Intelligence, things that you can't grab a hold of, right? And she is complete and can create anything she wants and can take care of herself and her loved ones, but she does hold secrets. So maybe it's a matter of you haven't told everybody everything yet, but you're working on things. This is you're working on things and you're getting ready. You're not quite yet done with it, but you're working on it and you're getting ready to do it. But life is good. This indicates that all is well, but there's things you're working on and keeping some things close to your chest. So that's what it indicates. The wrench, was the cat like a moderator? Maybe that's almost the wrench I saw, which is funny. Angel was like a moderator wrench. That's why I was like, that's really odd. And then I saw a key. And I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you're showing me a wrench and why you're showing me a key. But then saying that Poncho is the key to your heart, it's like, okay, well, that's got to be it. And also that would make sense for a moderator, because that would be like Poncho was your protector in a way too, and still is. Oh, that could be a thing, because I did see like a moderator wrench. That makes total sense, actually. Thank you, Angel, helping decipher my brain. So Poncho, that's all just Poncho's sending you love and still watching out for you and is around you. So there you go. He helped save my life. Oh, love to Poncho. Love to Poncho. Okay. Well, Poncho's stepping in and and connecting. Okay. Let's see who's next. Maureen. Okay, Maureen, I'm an hour and 15. You're going to be my last one. And you wanted a 3-card pull. Okay. Okay, Maureen. You get a 3-card pull. Okay. Level 3 on membership always gets a discount on readings too. I'm going to, and I'll edit the verbiage. I was going to vary it from month to month, but it's too hard to keep track of that in my brain, such as it is. So I'm going to do a standard, just 20% off the top at all times discount for any level 3 members. If I'm running specials, then you get an additional 20% from whatever the special is. So level 3 memberships get a 20% discount on all readings. There you go. Okay. And if you go to book a reading, let me know that you're level 3. And of course, I'll go verify it, but it's easier if you just let me know. Then I know that I'm looking for a name in the list. Okay, Maureen, level 3-card. Maureen. Maureen, you need a vacation. Or you're going on vacation. I'm not sure which. They're showing me palm trees. So either they're telling me that you need a vacation or you have one planned. I'm not sure which. But they're showing me palm trees. Which for me is a vacation. They're trying to get to something, Maureen. It's like, if I see the Knight of Swords one more time, which I did not. I want to go to Ireland too. Okay, I also really want to go to Scotland, like really bad. But I think it'd be fun to do like a 2-week stint and do both. It'd be amazing. I'm right there with you. Yeah. Okay. Knight of Wands. Maureen, you need a vacation. You need a vacation. So this night, after all the chaos going on in the world, he's just kind of sitting here and going, okay. This is the Knight of Wands. So yeah. More wands. 7 of Wands. So I always think he looks like JD Vance. Sorry, but I think he does. So this is you standing in your truth with everything coming at you. You're holding strong. Like you've got a lot of stuff that comes at you. I don't know if it's like, I don't feel like it's just people or just things. It's just, but it's both. Like you got a lot that you're dealing with and a lot of stuff you're trying to juggle, a lot of stuff you're trying to do. And it's all coming at you. And this is you just like, all right. And you're standing in your truth and you're standing strong. You know who you are. and, everybody else can bugger off. And this is you just kind of watching the chaos go on and just, all right, taking a breath before we go. But okay, you're going to keep trying to like come at me with stuff. And I'm still holding strong. This is me. But also you got the Three of Cups, which means that there's going on vacation. You need, this is a celebration. This is okay, time to party. So if you haven't made plans yet, I would go on that vacation. Like contact a travel agent. And if you need to like do a payment plan with them, a lot of them will do that and they'll help you coordinate everything. And I think if you do that, you are going to have a marvelous, marvelous time. And I seriously think you should do it because they're like, they want you to go take a break, go on vacation, because you're just constantly like having to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and like stand in your exactly. There you go. This is it. You're saying you're a typical Taurus. You may knock me down, but I'll never quit. And that's what this is. This is you just like, okay, you're coming at me, but you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me. If you knock me down, I am going to get back up. That's exactly what this card is. They want you to, because of just life is, it's our world right now. They want you to go on vacation and relax and have a little bit of a party. So I would do it. I would do it. See, do whatever you can to try to make that happen. Even if you can't go to Ireland, take a break, have a little vacation. But I would say do what you can. Call a travel agent and see if you can figure out a plan to make that happen for yourself. That's my advice for you. When is your daddy coming home? Said, I will when my daddy comes home. When is daddy coming home? I know there's a delay on these. So you would prefer, oh yeah. Do you have ancestors in Ireland? Is that why you want to go there? Or you just have always liked it there? That's my, oh, I see. He's in the hospital. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Yeah, I get that. Okay, good. As soon as you have the opportunity, as soon as opportunity allows, make plans, take a break, figure out how you're going to get yourself to Ireland. Ancestors in Ireland and Scotland. Me too. Well, as far as I know, I'm adopted. As far as I know, and I've been able to figure out Irish, Scottish, English, French, but I haven't done all the genealogy and I haven't done the DNA thing yet either. I probably should. But anyway, I want to do that too. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been an hour, 24 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, check out membership, contact me for readings. It's buy one, get one. As long as you buy by the end of December. And I will go for readings for December, hopefully to be held by the end of January. Thank you so much, everybody. And love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.